Why, hello everyone. I'm your lovely host, Innocent, and you know what? If I keep waiting to do things that I want to do, I doubt I'll ever get anything done. So, today I'll be giving you a long-awaited story time video. Now, some things you may want to know about me here. I have a pure shit immune system. And I have a very high pain tolerance. I have been in pain 99% of my life so far, and that has caused me to just deal with a lot of things until they're much worse than they need to be. Throughout my life, I've had quite a few injuries, but to keep this video on the shorter side, I'll be going over my 3 worst injuries, hence the title of the video. We'll start with the first major injury that I ever had. I was young and less afraid of the world than I am now. Still pretty afraid though. In this point in time, I lived in a rather secluded neighborhood that was right next to a school, and that school was on a hill. At the time, we had my late dog Toto. He was a Karen Terrier, and I was very creative with names, just as I am now. But anyway, my grandmother and I walked him nightly, and because I thought I was edgy, I did this while on my Razor scooter. Ah, so edgy, young innocent. Listen, there was a reason that I needed to explain the setting of this. Alright, one night we decided to take the hill down going home. Now, this was when I was in 2nd grade, so I haven't exactly grasped physics or Newton's first law quite yet. So, edgy young innocent on her Razor scooter starts going down the hill, and she's picking up speed quickly. Now, another thing, I hadn't learned how to brake properly on this scooter without hurting myself, so I didn't know what I was doing or what to do, and I was panicking. Looking to my grandmother, whom realistically is only a few feet behind me, but because your child brain dramatizes everything, I remember in slow motion whipping my head around to look for her and to look for her for guidance. And then the next thing I know, I'm on the ground and my scooter is skidding down the sidewalk past me. I hit a traffic sign. Nothing really hurt to an alarming extent, so we just laughed it off and went home. Now, I did say this was my first major injury, and I ain't lying here, because the next morning I wake up and I am alarmed by what I find. My right wrist has swollen up to the size of a softball and was a very deep purple color. Yeah, so that's how I broke my wrist and how I found out that I was ambidextrous. My second story today isn't very flashy like my other 2, but it is the most painful out of the 3. My family had just moved into a new house and we were renting it, and oh god, let me tell you, I hated that house. Not because of the neighborhood or the neighbors, but because it had impossibly steep steps for the staircase, and the ground floor was uneven natural rock tiles. Like, some tiles would be a full inch taller than other tiles, but only on one side of it. It was hell. Either way, this particular day, I just got home from school and went upstairs to my room to probably fuck around on the computer. Probably on Neopets. Anyway, I get called down for dinner, and I'm walking down the stairs like one does nonchalantly, and right as my foot hits the ground floor, I hear this deafening crack, and I fall to the ground. Look, I said it wasn't the flashiest injury I've had, alright? It turns out that I stepped so wrongly on those stupid tiles that I severed every single tendon in my left ankle. From experience, let me tell you, breaking bones? Child's play. Anything to do with your muscles? Agony. Any twitch of any muscle in my leg or foot sent waves of pain up my spine. Not good. No, I do not recommend this. Moving on. Finally, we have my final story. Remember my scooter? Yeah, I didn't learn my lesson yet. We're still at the same house as story number 2. But this is about a year after it. I have successfully started a scooter gang in my cul-de-sac with other children in the area, and we would ride our scooters while playing weird games that I frankly don't remember. One day we were playing some sort of tag or touch football. Maybe? Anyway, but we were on our scooters. Look, I never said we were smart here. Anyway, I'm getting chased by this person who's probably it, or I was the person who needed to be touched for football. Anyway, I thought I was going to be smart and outmaneuver them by turning suddenly in the opposite direction. What I didn't account for was that I had to put my foot down to spin in the other direction, and that the person chasing me would still be going in the path of my foot. Yeah, I wasn't smart at all. So I did my sudden turn, and this other girl who was chasing me just runs over my foot with her scooter. I wound up going to the hospital for that. It wasn't the best of circumstances, but it was what it was. But you know what was the best part of the whole situation? Because of my high pain tolerance, I was still walking on my foot, favoring it, but still walking on it. I wasn't bawling my eyes out, and I was joking around with my family. So, when they took an x-ray of my foot, the doctor looked at it for a moment before making me take another x-ray, and then another. And then the whole wing of doctors and nurses were outside of my station looking at this x-ray, and they were all really confused. With that reaction, you would have thought that they found something that wasn't supposed to be there, like a light bulb or something. No, it turns out that no one in the hospital staff could believe, with the way that I was acting, that I broke 4 bones across my foot. I guess the only good thing about these stories is that I finally learned not to ride on a racer scooter because they weren't making me edgy. They were just causing me pain. We never speak of that. Anyway, if you liked what you just watched, feel free to click or tap here and it will take you to the latest video on my channel. Or you can let the YouTube algorithms choose a video it thinks you'll like. Magic! And of course, you can click or tap over here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come join the cult! We're always open to new members. Anywho, I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!